Today we are going to discuss some of the key performance indicators when we are managing our inventory. Okay, these are some of the main KPIs of inventory management, like inventory accuracy, average inventory, inventory turnover, average days to sell inventory DSI, lead time, inventory value to sales value ratios, then sell-through rate, holding or carrying cost, then last sale ratio, stock out, inventory shrinkage, dead or spoiled stock rates, then labor cost per item, and then finally fill rates. So in this presentation we are going to tell you how to calculate all these ratios or percentages, so you can have some information about your inventory performance, and then you can make the decision. So the first one is inventory accuracy rate. In this we will find out that how accurate our inventory is. So this is when we are comparing the accuracy of your inventory by taking a physical head count of items in stock and comparing it to what recorded in our database or our books. So how we calculate counted items divided by units on in our record, then multiplying by 100, so it comes inventory accuracy rate. Average inventory is like beginning inventory plus ending inventory in a particular time period and divided by 2. So we will, for example, we have like in the beginning we have 18,000 and in the end we have 14,000. We add these both 2 and divide 2 to come to the average inventory. Okay, the next one is the inventory turnover rate, and in my opinion this is the most important KPIs in a inventory management is. So it is like cost of goods sold divided by the average inventory, and it tells us that how many times in a particular time period we have turned our inventory. So this is like dividing cost of goods by the average inventory, and we will find out that how many times we have turned our inventory. Mean turn rate mean buying, and then we have to sell that. So here is the example of inventory turnover ratio which we have calculated, that cost of goods sold is 128,000 and we have divided by the average inventory like 16,000, and we come to that how many times we have turned around this inventory in one particular time period. Okay, the next one is the days on hand inventory, also known as the average days to sell inventory or average age of inventory, is the rate of inventory turns by the day. So this daily interval is the most common time frame after a annual range. We are using this formula to calculate days on hand. So days on hand inventory on hand is equal to average inventory for the period, and it divided by cost of the sales for the period, and multiplying into 365. Those are the days in 1 year. Okay, this is another ratio which we have, which tell us about the inventory values to the sales value ratios. So how we calculate that? In inventory to sales ratio formula is the average inventory value divided by our net sales. So this will tell us that how efficient the company is allocating its capital to the inventory. Sell-through rate is a comparison of the inventory amount sold and the amount of inventory received from a manufacturer in a particular time period. This helps demonstrate the efficiency of a supply chain. So how we are managing our inventory in a supply chain management. So here is the formula to calculate sell-through rate. Sell-through rate is equal to number of units sold divided by number of units received into 100. So this will and it is very important to manage our pipeline of inventory. So if our sell-through ratio is higher, then we have to bring more inventory. If the sell-through rate is lower, then we have to slow down our pipeline of our inventory. Okay, the next one is lost sales ratio. A lost sales ratio is the number of days a specific product is out of stock compared to the expected rate of sales for that product. So it is kind of sales we lost due to out of stock. It indicates when a company runs too lean on stock. Use this formula to calculate lost sales ratio, which is equal to number of days product is out of stock divided by 365 into 100. So it will tell us the percentage of that particular product which we were out of stock. Okay, the next the KPI in the inventory management is the inventory shrinkage. So inventory shrinkage is the amount of inventory a company should have on hand but cannot account for. So the company lists these products for sale but either does not have or cannot sell them. Shrinkage usually results from the theft, damage or miscount or fraud. So how we calculate that? It is the equal to the book inventory value minus physical counted inventory value into 100. So if you see in the formula, booked inventory is 100,000 but we can find only 950, so 50,000 is the shrinkage. So it is a shrinkage and into 100 like formula. Booked inventory is like 50 out, this is like 5% inventory we have the shrinkage. The next KPIs of inventory management is the inventory carrying cost, and it is very important cost to own the inventory. So we have to calculate its ratio or the percentage of the inventory carrying cost to the total inventory. So it is the percentage of the total value a company pays to maintain inventory in storage, and these costs include warehousing cost, insurance, rent, labor and any unsellable products. So how we calculate that? It is the equal to the inventory services cost plus inventory risk cost plus capital cost plus storage cost. It means all the cost we incur when maintaining the an inventory divided by the total inventory value into 100. So how many percentage of that inventory value is the cost of the carrying that inventory. Stockout cost, stockout is the also known as the out of stock item, is the percentage of item not available in inventory when the customer places an order. This metric shows a company's ability to meet customers' demand. Companies hope to keep this percentage low. Use this formula to calculate stockout rates. So it is the number of the items out of stock divided by the number of item shipped into 100. So this will tell us the stockout ratio or stockout percentage of the inventory. Lead time is another very important indicators of performance, which lead time is the time it takes for a customer to receive a product after they place the order. This KPI measures the efficiency of the entire supply chain or the business. So we use this formula to calculate that. To calculate the lead time, take the sum of the time it takes to supplier to deliver once an order is placed, plus the time that transpires between the need to order again and the reordering delays. So how we calculate? Lead time is equal to the order process time plus production lead time and plus delivery lead time. So it helps us to reorder that particular item after calculating this lead time. This is another indicator that what percentage of our inventory is dead or spoiled. So dead stock inventory is no one wants to buy. When the company cannot sell that remaining inventory after a time, the stock is dead and spoilage is the same concept, but for fresh items such as like expired food or expired medicines or expired product which has a expiry date. Calculate dead or spoiled stock rates with this formula. So amount of unsellable stock in that particular time divided by amount of available stock in the period in that particular time, and multiplying by the 100. So you can find out that it is the percentage of total inventory to the dead or spoiled inventory. It will tell us the performance of our inventory management. So how we are managing our inventory in a supply chain. Okay, the next one is the labor cost per item, and it is very important for our costing purposes as well, and also seeing the labor efficiency or the inventory or material management of a company. So labor cost per item, also known as the unit labor cost, is how much a company spend to produce one unit or to keep one unit in the business. So this metric includes workers' wages or any additional cost of moving a product through production to sell. We are calculating this labor cost per item with the total number of unit divided by the total labor cost to reach to the labor cost per unit. Finally, the fill rate. The order fill rate is the percentage of orders that are successfully filled. So for example, if your customer order 100 items and 20 of them are out of stock, your fill rate will be 80%. So it means out of 100 you just ship the 80 items. This metric gives you the insight into how well managed your inventory is and how effective you are fulfilling the orders. So fill rate is equal to the number of items shipped divided by the total number of the item ordered received. So this will tell you the fill rate. So these were the few of the KPIs of inventory management, and I hope you have some idea to how to calculate it, and what are the most important KPIs, and some are maybe less important for your company. It depends upon the business you are in. So I hope you have some idea of KPIs in inventory management. And if you have any question or any confusion, please let me know, and I will try to clarify this all concept if you have any issue. So thank you for your time. Have a nice day.